to sound work as soul work is kind of the title I use for it. As a result of my own kind of spiritual journey and my own personal therapeutic journey of really discovering what my own reason for being on the planet is, and like what my music is all about. And I've been gifted with a voice, and for years I tried different things with it, and it was always sort of a disappointment as to what it would be. I had oratorio, and I did a lot of church music and percussion ensemble, and I also, when I was a teenager, I did all the performance and the music theater, and also competitive music festival competition and stuff. But there was a point probably 10 years ago, and I just kind of came to sort of a brick wall with where my music was supposed to be going. And so I actually went to see a sound work practitioner who I trusted, and went through a bunch of sessions with him to really unlock my naked voice, what I call my naked voice. And that's a term that comes from a woman in England by the name of Cloes, who I've followed her music practice to really release your true voice from the place of soul. So it came from a real sort of brokenness, and I started with I'd never sung ever before without a piece of music in front of me, like a piece of printed music with lyrics and notes to follow. And the thought of just singing extemporaneously with nothing to follow was just terrifying. And so he encouraged me to just somehow connect with that piece. So I came home, and I just started I got a Tibetan singing bowl, and I just started to sing with the vowel sounds, ah and o and e, and after months of just being with myself in a kind of a quiet room, just learning how to unlock that. And it came through a lot of pain and through a lot of tears as well, because that was the connection to the spirit for me. That music had always been the connection to the divine. So there was this opening up of this place within me that was just this beautiful connection of real deep meaning, deep connection. And I think creating deep connections with others, with myself, with the earth, with the sacred is what I'm all about. So this is basically how I started finding my true voice. So I just would stand and just start with one note. Every moment is a new experience of making sound together with myself and with other people as well, which is something I really enjoy doing, is leading other people to unlock their own natural naked voice, but also the sounds that come from ambient instruments and easy to use instruments that I've learned to use, and also purchased instruments that are unknown a little bit to some people. They can be a little bit intimidating, but easy because it doesn't require any musicianship or musical training to use them. The kalimba is a West African instrument, very ancient, and some people call it a thumb piano. It's an ostinato instrument where you lay down a tune, and it's a wonderful instrument. I've found that one instrument I've really connected with because it supports the vocals that I can do. And instead of replacing, because the vocals are my first and foremost, what I call vocables, which are non-English word. They're mostly vowel sounds. But it helps people to get out when they hear it. It helps people to get out of the monkey mind head and the left brain, oh, I'm trying to make sense of this, into just being able to being almost in a trance-like state or a meditative state. So that's what the vocals that I do are. So the kalimba is a good instrument that kind of supports that. I don't call myself a healer, but I certainly draw heavily on that archetype in the work that I do. I create a safe space, a moment in time for people to just dive deep through a deep listening experience. And so I just ask them to be present. And they lay down on, and I surround them with live sound. And live sound is different than listening to a CD. And CDs are good. Any kind of music is great. But when it's live, you get a different thing happening to the body. So the cells start to remember sounds. And so the vibration that's being created by these instruments is all sound waves. And sound waves go through your body 3 times faster than they go through air because your body's water. So sound goes through water faster than it goes through air. So the sound that I'm creating around you in this soundscape is like going through your organs and the sound of a certain note or a certain interval can affect the human body in different ways. We're just starting to really key into this ancient thing of how sound can be amazingly healing. So I create a safe place for people to just experience something deep. One client said to me, "This is the most present I've ever felt. The most present in the now, right in the now." A lot of people have tried to meditate and learn to meditate and find it's difficult. People report to me that when I'm creating sound around them, it's easier for them to drop in to that place of deep meditation or just letting go. When I'll be drumming like maybe over top of their body or actually put an instrument right on their body. And they'll say, well, I experienced the sound tingling and then it would stop at a certain place in my body. And all I do is I ask them to notice that. There's no right or wrong to music. There's no right or wrong to anything.